Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Well, it was around 2 months ago when Ethiopian military launched a new operation against Fano fighters in the Amhara region. Several viewers have been asking questions saying that I should evaluate this operation. Was it successful? Is it continuing successfully? Did ENDF achieve anything? If you remember, I said in videos that let's wait. I was told, I was requested to by some to analyze the operation in October. I said, no, wait. Let's wait. Now, 2 months have passed. 60 days have passed, almost 60, over 60, since this new operation was launched. Now we are in a position. Now we can have a detailed look at the results of this operation. Now we can say if this operation succeeded or not. In last night's live chat, to one viewer asked a question about this operation. I said I'll do a video on that. We are having live chats Friday, Saturday, Sunday are 3 days for live chats. So I'll be here. My user for live chat today as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's analyze the operation launched by military in Amhara, which began in October. We must not forget, this is not the first operation which is being conducted in the Amhara region. Since July last year, since July 2023, we have been seeing operations against Fano fighters. So not the last one, not the last military operation which is ongoing in the region. But this operation is a little different. Why? When we analyze the results, the performance, we must evaluate the results against targets. This is how you analyze if an operation is successful or not, because you analyze it against the targets. What was the target of the Ethiopian military in this operation? Did ENDF want to retake territories? Did it want to kill Fano commanders? Did it want to crush Fano fighters? Ethiopian National Defense Force, through this operation, wanted to just crush Fano groups. So forces were not interested in capturing Fano fighters, in putting them in prisons. Rather, military air force wanted to kill as many Fano fighters as they could. It must be clear. I said that 2 months ago too, that the target is total annihilation of Fano. So let's start now. Firstly, any major Fano commanders killed in the last 2 months? No. Not a single major Fano commander has been killed. Drone strikes being conducted, strikes as well, some based on intelligence too. Some strikes did hit Fano fighters, but no major Fano commander has been killed. Rather, it's very interesting that this operation indirectly helped Fano. Indirectly. I mean, before October, internal divisions in Fano were very pronounced and visible. Skandar versus Zamine Kasi, then Mekathao versus Asagad Mekonnen. In Gondar too, we were seeing the worst internal divisions. This operation, to some extent, indirectly united Fano. Since all are in the same situation, they know that they'll be killed if they just escalate internal divisions. So you would agree with me that in the last 2 months, we saw lesser divisions in Fano. It's not that Fano groups have come under one command, no, no. But we saw lesser divisions. We hardly heard about internal fighting in the last 2 months. Why? Because everyone knows that a decisive, deadly operation is ongoing. Fano fighters, they have put their differences on the back burner and they are confronting ENDF. So first point, no major Fano commander killed. Secondly, territories. Did ENDF manage to retake large territories? I don't think so. Situation in the region is as volatile as it was 2 months ago. Fano fighters enter towns, cities, they retreat. They were not interested in taking control of major towns 2 months ago. Same is the case now. Yes, they are not in a position to capture Bairda, to capture Gondar, to capture Debre Marcos, and they have not been able to carry out major attacks in big cities in the last 2 months. I would agree on this point that Fano fighters have not been able to carry out major attacks in major cities in the last 2 months. No major attack in Gondar, Debre Marcos, Debre Biran. So somehow ENDF managed to push Fano away from major cities. Because Fano fighters have been fighting in urban, and not in urban, but in countryside, in rural areas. So they have been trying to survive. They have not been able to plan major attacks in major cities. No major territorial gains for Ethiopian National Defense Force, but Fano fighters could not carry out major attacks in cities of the region. Thirdly, it has been a policy of the Ethiopian government, Ethiopian National Defense Force, to cut off the link between Fano and people. Fano fighters survive because people support them. I won't say all, but Fano fighters do get overwhelming support from the people of the Amhara region. So, did this operation lead to decrease in support for Fano? No. Again, I would say this operation could not lead to any significant drop in the support for Fano fighters. I mean, we have not seen people rise against Fano, whether out of fear, out of love. They did not march against Fano fighters. What about foreign support for Fano fighters? Did this operation lead to cut off of the link between Fano and neighboring countries? Just 2 days ago, we saw that Ethiopian foreign minister met with Sudanese foreign minister, requested Sudan that it should not allow Fano fighters to enter Sudan from Amhara and vice versa. Eritrea's role is mysterious, but ENDF has not been able to man the entire Amhara Sudan, Ethiopia Sudan border. According to my information, Fano fighters still have access to Sudanese soil. If they access to there, it means they can procure weapons from Sudan, they can take refuge in Sudan, etc., etc. The military has not been able to put Fano fighters under complete siege. It could not cut off the link between Fano and neighboring countries. What about political elite in Amhara? Is it more confident now? Amhara Prosperity Part. Is it more united now? Is it wholeheartedly pursuing the operation against Fano? Or is it as scared as it was last year or 2 months ago? No change. I don't think that Amhara PP is more confident now. I don't think that this operation gave more confidence to Amhara PP. No. Amhara PP, Amhara government officials still scared, frightened. The assassinations happen, so they don't want to lead this operation against Fano from the front. But since they have to secure their livelihoods, that is why they support the operation. So, what did the Ethiopian National Defense Force achieve in the last 2 months? They achieved just one thing. They managed to protect major cities of the Amhara region, not major roads of the Amhara region. Roads are still, roads remain closed off and on, ambush attacks continuing, Fano fighters, even today Fano fighters can announce a road, a travel ban, and it will be implemented. We saw that. It was implemented around 2 months ago when Fano fighters announced a ban on the movement of vehicles. So military could not secure roads, but it managed to secure major cities, we can say. But military's main target was that it wanted to annihilate Fano, to destroy Fano fighters. Military could not achieve its objectives. And this analysis is very neutral. I mean, even a layman following the developments in Amhara can clearly see that the operation did not lead to any decisive gains for the Ethiopian National Defense Force. And military success can be measured in terms of losses suffered by Fano. Fano's success can be measured in terms of its survival. If Fano fighters are surviving, it means they managed to repel the offensive. It's not that how many more territories were taken by Fano in the last 2 months, how many more recruits joined Fano in the last 2 months. No. Fano fighters were defending, military was on the offensive in the last 2 months. So we should be clear when we measure the results of the military operation. So far, operation could not achieve any significant results. Thank you for watching.